My daughter long speaks to me and my husband and mocked our family values. Do we cut her out of her $2 million inheritance?
All right, now hold on. Before we get into it, for the folks watching, I need you to give me your opinion, right? Because again, the reason we like sharing these stories on our Friday Live is because it's easy to say, hey, save your money, do that. We like to bring you real world stuff that happens as it pertains to finance and get your honest opinion, right? So here's the story here. It says, my daughter no longer speaks to me or my husband and mocked our family values. Do we cut her out of her $2 million inheritance? She told us that we are toxic parents and she doesn't need the stress we create for her with our beliefs.
We already got an answer.
Well, hold on, though. Let's hear the story, though. Let's add some context to it. So the lady says that my husband and I have 3 adult children whom we love very much and wish for them to have healthy, productive, ethical, and loving lives. Like many siblings, even though they were raised in the same household, they have their own individual lives with different beliefs and views. We don't always agree with them, but respect them nonetheless as adults. Even so, we do let them know how we feel as parents and remind them how they were raised. And yes, there have been some heated discussions over the years, but ultimately, we know that our relationships are more important than politics or religious beliefs. This sounds like a Trump thing, if you ask me, but let's keep going, though. However, sometimes the fruit rolls very far from the tree. We have a daughter who lives in a different state and has refused to communicate with us for over 2 years and simply doesn't want us to know anything about her life. Are we being vengeful or malicious to consider dropping her, or just realistic and practical? She has criticized and mocked our family values and even accused us of things that never happened. She did this both on social media and in person. She told us that we are toxic parents and she doesn't need the stress we create for her with our beliefs. Okay, that's how she feels. We're very hurt by her words and accusations, and her siblings are also perplexed and think that she'll just get over it. We tried to contact her, but we are ignored. She has made her point clear. She is married and has a good profession, and I assume a happy life without our stress. At times, I feel she's not my daughter anymore. At least she doesn't want to be. My husband and I have even considered removing her from our will, but go back and forth, especially when we think of her as a young child. But then we decide that she will always be our child regardless and should inherit her portion, which will be about $2 million or more in today's value. Honestly, I don't think she would even care if we disinherited her. So, my brother Corey, that is their child. They still see her as their child.
They got choices to make. She already made one. Like, that's how I feel. Like, they got choices to make. I like her. She made a choice. Like, she put the onus right where it belonged. If she don't believe in nothing they believe in, she done told them in person and on social media, she made a choice already.
All right, now we don't know the answer to this, but I'm gonna ask you to speculate. What do you think is causing a rift between her and her parents?
It's probably religion, and she probably
it's religion.
I think it's religion, and I think she told him to kick rocks. Like, okay, I'm not doing that. Whatever that religious.
She said, "I don't believe in none of that shit."
Yeah, I don't believe in none of that shit, and I'm done with it. So, because that's the only, like, for me.
I mean,
that's to me, that's the main thing.
All right, so the reason I say politics is because it's the last 2 years, right? So over these last several years, like, I've seen a lot of families that have fallen out between, like, you know, it started with Obama, Trump, and all that. Like, I've seen a lot of families fall apart. So I want to, for the people watching, do you think that she should have, like, the parent should have say FOH, you out of the will, or should they still give them their part? Because I mean, they got $2 million that they put together as a family. And we always talk about generational wealth. So just give it to the kids. That's still
listen, she made a decision already. Like, it's on them. Like, she already moved on. She don't got no. She cut them off. Mm-hmm. She don't want to hear nothing from them. She got a good job. She got a husband, and she over there chilling. Like, she made a choice. Okay. Y'all calling her, she not answering. Leave that lady alone. If y'all don't want to give her the money, cut her out. If y'all do want to give it to her, give it to her. But leave her alone. She already made a choice.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, if she's fine with it, you got to be fine with it, and you got to make a choice. She put the decision right where it belonged, in they lap.
Yeah.
So, because that's how I like her. That she put the decision where it belonged.
Mama and daddy about to be savage. So, all right, so here's Latoya. Latoya said this is what she thinks going on right here. She has a black man in their races.
That could be it, too.
That could be it.
That I've seen that break families down. I would tell you that would be something that breaks my family down. That would be a disinheritance, immediate disinheritance.
I've heard you say this. I heard you say it to your son, but I always thought it was a joke. You really would cut your son out?
Immediate.
Okay.
Like, I will walk to my lawyer's office and change that immediately.
Yo, shout out to the young legend CJ, man. Hope if you see this, man, you already know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. All right, so Jose said cut her all the way off.
CJ sitting in the room with me.
Oh, is he? CJ. You gotta get you a sister, CJ.
Mr. Jimmy was saying, I always tell you about mayonnaise colored chicks. If you bring them home, you're in your home. See, he's like, he don't even care no more because he already know.
Oh, he already know what it is. All right,
you bring them home, you on your own.
Y'all see that? Corey be telling them since they kids, man. All right, so LaFemme says, I mean, she clearly doesn't care about their money. I'm sure she knows her parents have money. She's an adult. I would distribute her share amongst the siblings, so break it down with everybody else. So Don says, every family should have values, and when kids don't follow these values, don't cut them. Whoa, he's F them kids. All right.
Hey, listen, I'm not mad at you because it's your money. That's why I said she put the choice in their hands.
So Latoya says that
leave it for her children and be done with it.
Interesting.
I mean, that's also a choice. Like, she put the choice in their hands, right? She clearly doesn't care.
Yeah. This is. I mean, these are some of the real life stuff that happens as it pertains to finance. So this is why we like to talk about it to see how you would handle it, because it's not just as simple all the time. So Jose said he also thinks that it's politics. You gotta live up to standards. So I keep my money. I think it's sexual orientation. Ooh, another one. Or race relations. Okay. I give her a much smaller portion in a conditional trust. That's even iller. Put a conditional trust. If you do this, you get this. So Andrea said, yep, she married a brother. Oh, something is definitely happening because they know she's saying things that had never happened. They should leave something to her offspring at the minimum. Okay, so some of you guys have a little bit of empathy. Leave it for her kids if she has kids. So sounds like Christy got her a Mark Lamont. Oh man, she turned out just the way they wanted her to be. Being ethical means telling what you believe in. Ooh, that's a bar. The parents just mad she ended up on the other side. That's an amazing point. That's
basically what happened.
That's an amazing point right there. There you go. Being ethical, I like that. Being ethical means telling you
what you stand on.
There you go. Hey, that's an excellent point. I like that. That's an amazing point. John Farmer said, let's give a little $200K out of it.
Damn, he 1/10.
That's an emotional stance from the daughter. She also thinks she's got it going on. Analyze logically. Okay, that's another way to look at it. The daughter.
I told listen, my kids have choices to make as adults. You know what I mean? My kids have choices to make because I can see myself being in this situation and I know what I would do already. If it's what they was talking about where you marry into another race, I'm automatically cutting off. I'm not even going to talk about it.
True.
Right? But, if it's just a religious dilemma or something, something of that nature, I'm good with that. Like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like, you don't like me, I don't like you. I get the money to your kids. And then you know what I mean? I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I can get along with that. I'll put the money in a trust, irrevocable trust, and then I'll pay it out to your kids and skip over you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm good with that. But,
Hey, listen, you see the comment right here?
Hey, listen, I just told you, me and him,